Hey, and welcome to a new analysis show or an analysis. And we call this one the NFP special. As most of you might know, NFP has to do with the non-farm payroll, where a list of the employees for that month or for the previous month is released. And this news drops every first Friday of the month. So we're recording this video as at 23 West African time, GMT +1. So just in case you find it difficult to blend in, so this is strictly fundamentals. We're using fundamentals. So going by the previous, this is what we're looking for, the non-farm employment change. So there's still going to be the average hourly earnings and then the unemployment rate to dropping up. So this is one and this is another. Okay. Good. So for the NFP, they said this is from Forex Factory, so they are very good and become handy whenever you want to analyze using your fundamentals. So they say that from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, measures the change in the number of employed people during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. So as clearly stated from the name, farmers are not included. So its usual effect, when actual is greater than forecast, it is good for the currency. So the actual here was less than the forecasted amount. Let's go back and see the effect it had on the market as at October 2, 2020. So we'll look at it from both the H1, the H4 and the D1. So October 2, what happened on that day? October 2nd. So on the 2nd of October, the US dollar continued its upward trend. It didn't pull back it didn't gain, US dollar didn't gain ground on the news, and this was also due to the fact that Donald Trump was tested positive for COVID-19 on that same day. So we check on the H4 hour chart. We see this was second. It ran all through to this point. So this is where it began. Okay. So good. This was it. It moved into this. So now the US dollar, after it was released by 1:30. So 1:30, this was where we were. No. Okay. This was 4, 8, 12. So this was the effects of the news. There was a pull up, it went back down, and it continued this trend. So it didn't help USD in any way by pulling it back down. So it remained stable and the price continued because the forecasted amount was actually greater than what the results gotten. So it means the economy wasn't or the set target wasn't achieved. So for September 4th, the actual was equally less than the forecasted amount, but not by much. September 4th. September 4th. September 4th. September 4th. September 4th. Good. So this was the candle. So because the result gotten was white, it was not really, the difference wasn't really significant. So it's so the difference wasn't significant. So that was why the dollar still had that boost from here, which pulled it back down all the way back up, and it continued later on after the news had already weared off. So it's made over 73 pips movement. So we go on to lastly August 7th. So this is Euro USD we're using to run this analysis. August on the 7th. So August 7th, 12 o'clock. Okay, so this was what we got. So this is what we got. Okay, this was when it triggered. So August 7, what did we have? We had more than the forecasted amount, which meant that dollar was strong. So the trend did what? It continued and it pulled back down and up to this point before going back up again. So guys, on the 2nd of July and on the 5th of June, they were both, the actual was greater than the forecasted amount. So July 2nd and June 5th. So July 2nd. So July 2nd, the forecasted amount was greater. So we had a 69 pip more of 70 pip. So there's a trend here, and let's check the last but not the least, the June 2nd. So June 2nd on the 6th, Euro USD also had a movement. I think maybe there would have been some other news that actually aided euro, which also boosted the Euro USD, and also which also boosted euro. So, and also recently, I don't know if you can actually spot this. This was on the 4th, after the lockdown was in full effect. Now, because of the election and the lockdown, you might have a push up, a push down, a pull back, a pull up, and a pull back, all at once, like what's happening here. Euro at this point in time, maybe not really affected with what's going on at with England, where they've gone back to full lockdown, so the economy is shut. So we can just try and see if we can capitalize on it. So this is what I'm talking about. This was today, 8 o'clock, when the whole lockdown stuff began to play out. The euro, USD, the USD became weak, and it has been pulling up since then. And I'm sure there were news too that affected that. So let's go back to June 5th, which is today. Almost done from today. So okay, this was as a result of assets purchase facility, BOE monetary policy report. So there were actually quite important news that were released today that really affected the market, and you can see here FOMC also was released today. Wow. So tomorrow we have a lot on USD, so the market is going to be very volatile tomorrow, and we'll need to be very, very, very careful. So with that said and done, we analyze that tomorrow. So now understand the released monthly, usually this is the vital economic data released shortly after the month end. The combination of importance and earnings makes the FT market impact. Job creation is an impact. Importation is an important leading indicator of consumer spending. Just a sec. So just a sec. Okay. Also called the NFP. So guys, if they released, okay, this is, I'm on the wrong side. Need to update. Hold on. Oh, I've been checking the wrong. Pardon me, guys. I've been on the very, very, very wrong tab. So, for today, or should we say, okay, for today, that's on the 4th. So November 5th, we have a lot on GBP. Okay, I was in the right place. So we're moving to today. So today, so tomorrow we'll be having, let me filter this for just, I don't need that. So we have employment change, employment rate, unemployment rate. So We could also be looking at USD Canadian dollar. So if actually is less than forecast, it is actually good, because if our employment rate drops lower than the forecasted amount, it means there will be a very huge change. So we can move to USD Canadian dollar. So at the moment, it's consolidating. So we would do something here. This is where we will be having 6, 12. So this is where we will be having our, this is the news region. This is the news region. Good. So let's go back a bit and see what has been the order of activities. Out, 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 out. So here I will place this here. Good. So it's not complete yet, so we still need to make adjustment for this. So this is the area we are actually waiting for price to get to before we feast, before we take our action. So when it gets to this point, using D1, when it gets to that point, there's still an extra point. Let's see what's come towards to get to this point. And then this. So what happens here is a bounce would occur, and we would get our sell stop here, and this trade should be also buy stop. This trade should be placed as at 12 o'clock dot, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. That's 12 a.m. 12 p.m. West African time. So 12 a.m. 12 p.m. rather, or 13, or yeah, 12 p.m. 1200. So 12 p.m. So we say buy stop at 12 p.m. 6th November. So this is our buy stop, and this will be our take profit. Take profit. So I'll take profit, and then That's way too far. So when it comes down to this point, so take profits comes here, and that's not visible. Yeah, I think this is visible. So we'll come down a bit. Buy stop, not buy limit. Buy stop. It has to come down before it triggers, and then before it triggers, it goes back up again. So we don't risk much. So now 28, 130. That's a very good risk reward ratio. So that's all on Euro CHF. So we could do something with GBPUSD rather than them. So there might be a possibility so we say for GBPUSD we place a buy limit here, or yeah, no, a sell stop, yeah, and this so place so here we say that our sell stop, sell stop, same time 12 p.m. 6th. You don't place the trade until it is 12 p.m. Good. So that's it, and our take profits will be here. Let's say here take profits TP, and then our stop loss. Stop loss TP. Good. So that's it. Stop loss, sell stop, TP. So those are the two trades we're going to be placing for the NFP tomorrow. So guys, I will update you all, and do well to actually follow my guide on the NFP so we don't actually get caught out. And if you would want to join our group chat, where I'll actually keep you up to date with events, and also guide you on trades, on how to carry out trades properly, and how to carry out most of our signals on the YouTube pages, do well to drop a message below. Then we would contact you, and send you our WhatsApp group link where you can actually interact with our fellow students, and you could also ask your questions. So that will be all for the NFP, and see you guys next in the first Friday of next month. So thank you, and bye bye.